Let's get into it. It's crime o'clock, yeah, feel that sound. Typically unique when the truth comes out. Tick-tock, won't stop, let the facts talk. Pull up real close, yeah, it's crime o'clock. Clock, clock, yeah. Typically new, neon signs glow, brick wall behind me. Headlines loud, but they never define me. They rush the story, skip the proof. I slow it down, let it show the truth. Files on deck, read every line. Timestamps matter, so does time. If it don't fit, I don't force the frame. Ask one question, whole story change. No fear my voice, no need to shout. Paper speaks when you read it out. If the math's off, I'll circle twice. Truth ain't loud, but it ain't nice. Yeah. Read it again. It's crime o'clock, yeah. Feel that sound. Typically unique when the truth comes out. Tick tock, won't stop. Let the facts talk. Pull up real close, yeah. It's crime o'clock. It's crime o'clock. Read it again. They sell a narrative if I sell receipts. Courtroom quiet, but the pages speak. Word for word, no added spin. Let it stand, yeah. Let that sink in. Screenshot save, timeline's tight. Missing pieces keep me up at night. If they say elected, I say why. If they say case closed, I say try. No rush here, we do it right. Truth don't bend for the likes of hype. If you came for noise, you in the wrong spot. This is evidence, this is crime o'clock. Clock, clock, clock. Stay with me. This isn't background noise. This is pattern recognition. This is documents. This is crime o'clock. It's crime o'clock, yeah. Feel that sound. Typically unique when the truth comes out. Tick tock, won't stop. Let the facts talk. Say it with me now. Crime o'clock. It's crime o'clock. Typically unique. It's crime o'clock. Yeah. If you're here, you're early. If you're listening, you're paying attention. Show starts now.
Transparent Idaho isn't just about numbers, it's also your go-to spot for accessing public records. Let me show you how easy it is to find out what you need. Starting on the Transparent Idaho homepage, scroll down to check out these handy, quick links. Quick links makes navigating Transparent Idaho a breeze. Let's focus on public information requests. By clicking on this brings us to a beautiful page filled with everything you need to know about accessing public records. On this site, you can find Idaho's public records law, public record policy, and you can check out the commonly requested records section. Whether you're looking for budgets, expenditures, or payroll data, it's all laid out for easy access. And if you're ready to make a request, just head to the Submit a Request button. Transparent Idaho makes it simple to get the information you're looking for. Head over to transparent.idaho.gov and explore public records for yourself today. Thanks for tuning in to our transparency tutorial. If you like to learn about Transparent Idaho, please visit our site at transparent.idaho.gov. And don't forget to follow us on social media and YouTube for more information on government transparency.
Just head on over to Transparent Idaho, you guys, and that will just take care of all of our issues. Transparent Idaho will take care of all of our FOIA needs. Hi, welcome to Crime O'Clock on Typically Unique, and we are calling out the FOIA requests today and looking at a very excellent example of an interview that was records requested by Accomplished Day and highly over redacted. So I did a dive to see, you guys, what can be done. What, as the public, can we do when we are seeing right before our eyes what is happening? Overcharging, over redacting. One of the other issues can be timeline, like taking too long. And I think a lot of people have, I know what Lana waited over a year or a better part of a year for something. Like, all of those things are not allowed, and they're just getting away with it. So we're going to get into a few resources about that, and just to introduce it to everybody. That video that I just showed you guys, I think that's the one I posted on our community page. So look on our community page, and whatever video I posted there, I think it was the same one. Their comment section is empty. I'm just saying. They haven't gotten any feedback on that channel. So that's interesting. Let me say hello to everybody joining on in. G-Bean, giving you a heart attack. Oh, because I was touching buttons, G-Bean. I was touching buttons in the Discord. Sorry about that. Hey, Jen 7S, Sophie 555. Hello. G-Bean, I hope your heart rate is back down. Ass-tastic, good morning. SRB, hello. Lori, hello. How are you, girl? I gotta call you. Mikey Mike. I saw somebody calling me Tan Kim. My tan is fading because it's been like 68 degrees here. Not tanning weather. Oh my gosh. Kathy's Indie Zone is in the house, you guys. We love Kathy. She brings us all the legal information we need to know. If you are not subscribed to Kathy's Indie Zone, you need to follow her and listen to her videos, because she gives the information. She gives the information from documents and hearings and all the legal breakdowns. Love it. Hello, Love Tina. Song of the Siren Jenna. D Mad Greek. Hello to you. Hey, Blue Devil. It's Milady. T66. Hello. Hey, Becca. Yeah, tanning. Our tans are fading. Tonight is dirt track racing night for my family. First one of the season. My daughter Carly is taking to the track for the first time. So excited for her. Yeah, I cannot wait to watch her. They're all, not me. I ain't getting in a car. We do mini stocks. So a mini stock is when you take a regular street car and you like gut it and you put in a roll cage and you take out the front, you take out the windows, you take out the front window and you put in chicken wire. And then there's other things. That's my understanding. And then you drive around a dirt track. Oh my gosh. Mystic Sin, I hope I said good morning to you. Good morning. It's almost afternoon over here. I have to go buy some camping chairs, like folding chairs for the racetrack today. Oh, some of you saw I got locked out of my house this morning. Ha 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 ha. I'm telling you, when it's summertime, I'm outside. Like, I'm outside. And so don't go out of one door of your house without having another door unlocked, because the last person to leave for work is going to lock the house. And that's what happened. I felt so bad. She had to drive like 20 minutes back to let me in. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that wasn't a great start. I was like, uh-oh. Lori, I need to give you a key. It would have been a lot faster to get something from you for sure. Yep. Okay, what else? Today's Friday. Happy Friday. I hope you're going to have a great weekend this weekend. Tomorrow night on the Verdict Room, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. If there's any of you out there that have not watched the Verdict Room, please join me Saturday night. Myself, Dago, Logan from Bronx Tales, and Mike from The Last 24 on the Mic. We all do a panel, and we usually have a guest on. And this Saturday, tomorrow night, my husband, Carlos, is going to be on with us to have an Idaho 4 discussion. And if you're not aware, he has different ideas than the rest of us. So he will banter about the evidence. He does ask good questions. He asks good questions. So I got to tell the group, we got to have all the receipts lined up because he just thinks they have the right guy, you guys. He's always thought that. But he does not like the redactions in the interviews we're getting. He does not like that. And he does see the questionable things. So he's not like, a crazy guilter. He's not a crazy guilter. Yep, it's tomorrow for Carlos. All right, one last announcement. So when I say we, Gen 7S is planning on hosting, and I am going to be like in and out because I'm not available next week. But it's next week, right? Next Wednesday morning at 2 a.m. Is that Eastern, Jen? I think 2 a.m. Eastern. Wednesday morning, 2 a.m. Eastern, the Netflix documentary is dropping. And we are going to stream it in Discord so we can all go in there and watch it together. So that's an odd time. So it's 3 a.m. Eastern time. 3 a.m. Eastern time. So I guess Jen's in the chat, so she'll watch your comments. Let us know if you want to do that in the first place. Like, do you want to get together and watch it? And then the second place, do you want to do it as soon as it drops? Like everybody getting up at 2 a.m. to watch this? Or should we do it at a later time? I think we were deciding, let me know, Jen. I think we were deciding just do it when it drops. So you guys, can I get a Discord link? Yes, you can. Now, Jen, don't get mad at me. But I was trying to set up like special permissions for certain people. And so I was clicking buttons today, but I don't think I messed anything up. I don't really think I messed anything up. People, when I was doing it, just like the visibility went away for a minute. That's all it was. All right, here comes the link. You want me to put a poll in chat? I will. Will you remind me after that poll to put up the like button poll? I think that like button poll like really helps. And that was not my original idea. I stole that from like all the big news stations do that. Have you guys ever noticed that when you go to like a super big channel, their poll says, "Did you hit the like button yet?" I was like, oh, that's a good idea. 89% of you have hit the like button. What are the other 11% of you doing? 11% of you don't like the show. Oh my gosh. That's good feedback. I'm just teasing you guys. Okay, so the poll will say Netflix watch. I should put Netflix documentary. Netflix Idaho. There, we'll just do that. Watch party. Yes, no. Let's see. Can we do multiple choices? No, we'll do oh, come on. Give me 1 second here. I don't want yes. Add an option. Okay. When it drops, I'm just going to put 2 a.m. 2 a.m. July 29th. I hope you're not giving me stuff in the... Yes, if I'm awake. We can't have those kinds of answers. we need commitment over here, you guys. We need commitment. I'm just kidding. One can, Leanne. Hello to you. Hello to you. Hey, Moto. It's 2 a.m. Central. So 2 a.m. Central. Or we could do, can I get rid of those? It won't let me get rid of those. Why not? Oh, there we go. All right. Bear with me, you guys. Bear with me. I'm getting it. I'm still learning all these tools. Okay, when it drops at 2 a.m. Or how about, what would be the second choice? How about our normal show time? Like maybe 11 a.m.? 11 a.m. on July 29th. How about those? Just those two choices? Normal show time or when it drops at 2 a.m. I'm just going to do those two. Uh-oh, why won't it start the poll? What is this doing? I think I had to start over again. I don't want a Q&A. I want a poll, and this is the question. It's coming. It's coming, I think. Oh my gosh. Okay. Control V. I did it. Control V. 2 a.m. Central when it drops. Or normal showtime. We'll do 11 a.m. 11 a.m.-ish. Normal showtime, 11 a.m. Start poll. There we go, you guys. Let me know if I messed it up, Jen. Okay. All right. So just a couple tidbits. We are going to get into Yesi, you guys. We're going to get into Yesi. And hi, Wendy. Welcome, welcome. I know Accomplished Day and a couple other people, they have been listening to that interview. And did I drop the Discord link in here? They have been listening to that interview, and some of them have been transcribing it, you guys. It's crazy. Crazy. There we go. I don't know if it will pin it. Nope. on this side. Okay, right there. Pin. All right, I got it. I got it. So, oh, my links. They're in my links. Before we get into Yesi, okay, because there's an issue with that. I mean, Yesi's interview is overly redacted. They put a god-awful sound over because there's no way that they conducted that phone interview with that sound playing. That sound had to have been inserted. So it's a recording of a telephone interview. So it should be recorded as they were talking. And you can't tell me they sat there for an hour and listened to that message. I mean, to that sound the whole time, right? No way they sat there. So I got a little fired up about records requests, and I just started doing some digging because I remember a long time ago, I looked up Idaho's actual FOIA law. And right here, we'll just take a little gander at that real quick, you guys, just so you know what they're supposed to be doing. What are they supposed to be doing? Now, this is their law, just, this Justia site also has it. So it's Idaho code. Every state has a state code. Idaho code, this was as of 2025. Title 74, they need to have a transparent and ethical government. Chapter 1 is about Public Records Act. Section 74-102 is public records and our right to examine. Okay. Our right to examine. So we're just going to get right into, let's see. Every person has a right to examine and take a copy of any public record of this state. There is a presumption that all public records in Idaho are open at all reasonable times for inspection. The right to copy public records shall include the right to make photographs or photographic or other copies. So they should be providing those copies to us. The custodian of the public records shall give permission. Like if you were to walk in there and ask to see something, they have to do that. Okay. A request for public records, they can require it to be submitted in writing, which they do. They shall not make any inquiry of any person who requests a public record unless they're going to verify like who you are so that they know where to send it. As required for purposes of protecting personal information. Oh, okay. Let's see. Listen to this one, you guys. Here it is. Boom. I got to make sure I'm showing this on the screen. Okay. Here it is. Here's the boom. Number 6, the custodian shall not review, examine, scrutinize any copy, any photograph, any memoranda in the possession of any such person and shall extend to the person all reasonable. Oh, that's if they're like, if you go in and want to look at something, they're not supposed to be able to do anything before you go in. I got to get into the request one. So let me keep going. Except for fees that are authorized or prescribed under provisions of Idaho law, the first 2 hours of labor are supposed to be free. A public agency, they can establish fees to cover actual labor costs. But like our questions are like, is it real labor? Like, is what they're doing real labor? And it's supposed to be for more than 100 pages of paper. So they're only supposed to charge labor if it's over 100 pages of paper. If it's a non-public, let's see, the records request includes records from non-public information must be deleted. Of course, we're paying for the redactions. So they are charging us for the redactions. All right. So just so we know that they have the law here. They have the law here. And the thing that got me, let me see, where's the disclaimer? They have a disclaimer. I have to find a different copy of this. Sorry, you guys. I'll find a different copy of this. I know that like they say they're allowed to redact, we know, names, addresses, personal information, but they have a little disclaimer at the bottom that says like other sensitive information. And that's what they're abusing, in my opinion. So real quick. Right, William. Right. Right. So I stumbled upon a couple of agencies. Here, let's look at this. This is a good one. There's a couple agencies that are fighting against or fighting for freedom of information rights. So this is good to know. So if any of you like, is this something that, we want to fight for? Here's some resources for us. So this one is called Idahoans for Openness in Government, IDOG. Idahoans for Openness in Government. And they have gone to their Congress people in Idaho and they said, we want a bill. So they just introduced a bill in February of 2026. And it is to resolve Idaho Public Records. Okay, here's what it says. Bill introduced to resolve Idaho Public Records Act disagreements without costly lawsuits. You guys, when I looked into this, there are so many lawsuits. Ada County had a lawsuit where Judge Hippler is, Ada County, Boise. They had a lawsuit about FOIAs. I'll show you that. So I will drop this link. Here's this link, and we'll make sure that this gets put in Discord. So like, this is interesting to me. Like, these are the kind of people we want to be talking to, right? Who started this, this bill? I want to seek these people out, right? Who's working on this? Is there more work that's being done? Open Idaho FOIA bill. So the actual FOIA bill. Here's another one. Here's another organization. Now, I looked this organization up on YouTube. This organization has a YouTube channel, you guys. This is the National Freedom of Information Coalition. Okay. And Muckrock, NFO. So you can look these names up. You can look up Muckrock. You can look up NFOIC. And there are other groups that are probably listed on here. Like there's a Breckner Freedom of Information Project. There's a Reporters Committee for Freedom of the Press. So there's 4 partnerships. And they have joined together for transparency, and they got a $1.25 million grant to help local journalists obtain government records. I think this is amazing. I don't know if this is money to be able to fight in court, I believe. I wonder if EWU uses that funding. They might. So we have this resource. I'm not going to read all the details, but this group has a YouTube channel, but they haven't posted anything in the past 4 years, and they only had like 87 subscribers. So, but there are some interesting things on there. What else did I find? Oh, here's another one. Here's the call to action. Are you guys ready for a call to action? Call to action. And then we'll get into Yesi. Sarah D. Irish. Who do they define as a local journalist? They do. What is this? My Siri just turned on. Oh, when I said Sarah D. Irish, my Siri came on. Hey, Sarah. They do mention social media. Independent reporting is a real thing, you guys. I mean, I don't have an official badge, but JLR went out and got one. I mean, I'm sure we can go out and get one, right? Members of the press, maybe we should all do that. It's probably just about money, just paying for something, right? Got to pay for a piece of paper. All right, where's this tab at? Here it is. Okay. So again, this is the Freedom of Information Coalition. They have a listserv. Okay, you guys. They have a listserv. So what you do is you join or you subscribe through an email, right? So it's like an email server. And you can start adding messages, you guys. So we could join this and we could start writing all of our experiences with records requests. If this is still active, if this is still an active thing. So I know we all complain a lot, and I know we're like, somebody do something, somebody do something. Here is a resource that we could actually explain to possibly people that will listen. And I'll just put this is the link to the website where it explains about the listserv. So you can be informed first. I'm not telling anybody what to do. I'm just saying here is a possible resource out there for us to take action. Okay. A possible resource for us to take action. So save that link, and I'm going to look into it more and I will report back. Let me know your thoughts about that in the comments. Anybody want to do anything about that or no? All right, you ready for Yesi? Here comes Yesi. And we're going to I'm going to go to my page because I got the link right there. Oh, that's another song. I like it when you do it right there. How did that go? That'd be a good thank you. That would be a good thank you. Oh. I just sneezed like the guy in Yesi's interview. Hi, Deborah Ackland. Hello, hello. Is that a Chingy song? Oh my gosh. I just need to look at like all Chingy songs. All right, here we go. Now, if you have, wait a minute. Can I just switch? Yeah, share this tab. If you have headphones in, this interview is probably going to drive you crazy. the sound is not Accomplished Day's fault. This is the way it was given to her. I am sure there's someone out there in YouTube land that will clean it up, knows how to clean it up. Thank you. Because it's got this noise. Okay. I had headphones on. It didn't really it was okay, but I'm just warning you. It's also, I found personally, I could not pick out, I don't think I could pick out one single name that she said. Maybe one or two. I couldn't even hardly hear the beginning sound. So we really have to listen closely. I know Accomplished Day, Mama Bear 3, whoever else out there that has already listened to this 100 times and is doing the transcribing and everything, please put what you think in the chat. Please put what you think in the chat. Okay. All right, here we go. If you don't have headphones in, turn your volume up.
Call to Yesi. It's 1805 hours. Hi, this is Cody.
Hi, you just called me, I believe.
Hi, did I pronounce your name right?
Yesi.
Okay, all right. So, hey, I also have my partner here. His name's Matt Heinley. And
Okay.
actually, he'll probably be talking with you most of the time. But basically, we have quite a bit of information on the tip that you left typed out here, but we just kind of wanted to talk with you in person and maybe fill in some of the details that whoever took the actual or actually typed this up, you know what I mean? Make sure we're not missing anything.
Okay.
So, Matt, if you want to.
Okay, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Hey, my name is Matt, like you said.
Do you see? There is no way that sound was on that phone call. There is no way. And you know what? It doesn't even inhibit us from hearing what they're saying. We can still hear what they're saying. Are they're like, here, let's drive them insane. Let's get on their last nerve. There's no way that was on that phone call. So annoying. It's annoying, but it's not that bad the whole way through, just so you guys know.
Basically, what we wanted to do was kind of go over some of the stuff that you left in your tip. Can I first get some information from you, though? Is this your cell phone?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, and how do you spell your full name?
Oh, William Tardy. Party line? How about a recording device? Some other, a different, someone's on the line. Yeah, right. Brian Todd. That is an accurate description. That is an
Okay. And then, are you living in on campus or off campus when you're at school?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay, so first and foremost, it says here that you're friends with and
Yeah.
okay, how do you know them?
With her and I were in the same rush group when we were coming into Moscow, and then we were really close ever since. And then I've always known her which is one of our other really good friends. And then they started living with each other, and I would just go over quite a bit, and that's how me and got a lot more closer this year.
Okay, so when you say rush group, is that for?
Rush group is just like formal recruitment, like choosing what house you're going to be in, that whole process.
Gotcha. Well, I'm pretty ignorant to some of that, so I'm probably going to have a lot of questions about that.
Okay.
Just to pre-warn you, okay? Okay, so you were in the same group and I'm taking some notes here, so forgive me. You got to have a little bit of patience.
No, you're fine.
All right, so I'm trying to write as fast as you talk. So nobody in the same rush group. You're deciding, which house you're going to go to, and then how did you come in on that?
After it was probably a couple of months after they joined, and I just would see quite a bit. And then once they moved into the same apartment with all of them, that's when I saw a lot more and
So
consider.
One thing you guys can do, whoever said, I understand if you can't stand the noise, I get it. You could mute the volume and just read the transcription on the screen. You could do that. Of course, the transcription doesn't always get it exactly right, but you could get the gist of it. If you can't even do that, just mute it or whatever. But after this is over, we're going to compare this interview with the written interview and the information from the book. Okay. Or you can just mute it and hang out in the chat and talk to people.
Her like a friend.
Did you meet?
Yeah, pretty much. And
by you mean
yes.
Okay. All right. Give me 1 second. Okay. Do you happen to have phone number by any chance?
Yeah, I do. Do you want it?
Yes, please.
Okay. She's also she's going to the memorial on Friday, so I don't think you'll be able to contact her till Saturday if you guys want to speak to her.
That's fine. Yeah. All right. Okay, and then real quick, can I grab your date of birth too? Your date of birth, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so same rush group as meet through and basically, and then so ever since then you guys have kind of been friends.
Yeah.
Okay, so how long total you think have you known Ben? If you had to just put a ballpark on it.
Since of last year.
Okay.
Or 2 years ago, so 21.
So 21.
Yeah, probably around there.
Okay. All right. Okay. Now, let's talk about some of the information that you had of that night. And we can go over some of the stuff that you gave as a tip, but I'd rather you just recall it from your own memory, and then if I have a question, I'll ask you about it.
Okay, so just start from the very beginning or whenever I see them.
So I would just say, can you give me the 24 hours? Give me all of your Saturday,
Okay.
what you had going on, and then we'll work up all the way through Saturday. Saturday night the 12th turns into Sunday, and then what you guys did Sunday. Does that make sense? So just give me 24 hours before and after.
Okay, so I'm looking up at, which is known at, they were doing a barbecue type thing at their house. So I went home, changed, and then I went back to, and they started their dinner thing. I want to say around 1, and then I hung out there pretty much.
Okay. In the chat, does anybody think they know where that barbecue was at? Where was that barbecue? Anybody know where the barbecue was at? Everybody talks about a barbecue and a birthday party. Barbecue and a birthday party. Happy effing Friday, hanky panky mom. Hello, hello. I'm glad you're here. And also, I wrote down that Yesi was a Delta Zeta, I think. Let me know if anybody thinks that's different. I got to confirm that. All right, moving on.
All day. And then
Okay, so
I don't know.
well, I got to write it down as you talk too. So, so you on the 12th, you woke up. You said you went to it was like a bar. So, and then is that right or okay? And you guys call it. Oh, that's okay. So it's like a slang term.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So you went to for a barbecue around 1.
Okay. Wherever this barbecue was, it's at a house or an apartment that has a nickname, and it's a slang term. So the only places I have heard that have a nickname or a like a, I don't know why you called it slang. We know that there's a tree house, and we know there's the Whites. We know there's the Rack. Who's having the barbecue? Out of all of those, I think slang would be the Rack, like a rack of beer. Like that's a slang term. I don't think the treehouse is slang. Maybe it's the Rack. I thought of the Browns also, but I don't think that's slang either, right? Slang isn't a nickname. Slang is universal language that everybody in your culture knows what it means. And so in college, if someone says, get me a rack of beer or whatever, that's slang. I'm just using trying to use some reason here to figure out what it is. I don't know why we can't know. Yeah. So our options: treehouse, Whites, Rack, Browns is the Queen Road Apartments. All right.
Yes. And then I was with kind of like our main friend group. We were just kind of like sitting there eating.
Okay. Don't know who those names were, but I'm going to tell you in the book. At the end of the night, they are supposed to be at Kennedy's house, and Kennedy's house is not the tree house. It is way down. Excuse me. It's way down the road at 427 Taylor Avenue. That address is all over the book. Unless that's wrong, and it is the tree house, but that could be. Wait, I wrote down my page numbers. Trying to get these names. So page 189 in the book says, okay, when Yesi is at Kennedy's party, now this might not be at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, this might be later at night, but she's with Hayden Edwards, Jenna McClure, Claire Cirillo. Those are the only names. Just now she said Core. Who's Hayden Edwards? It's a male. Is the J name Jenna? Is she with Jenna? Just giving you some names there, you guys.
And then they decided to leave to tailgate a little bit, but I had went to the actual game.
Okay, hold on 1 second. I want to nail down who you were with there on that. So you were with
Yeah, I was with
do you know last name?
Claire? I heard a Claire? And I heard a Jenna. These are just my guesses. These are my guesses. I think it's Jenna McClure.
And then I was so we were just there hanging out.
Do you
They
have
went to
her
the
phone number by
tailgate.
any chance?
I do actually.
I'll take that too, please. And by G, this is still G.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is still what? It's interesting. You can hear people in the background. That must be at the police. The cops are at the police station. The interviewer is at the police station. If you look at the written report, and I don't know where Yesi's at, probably at home. All right. There's a big long redaction in here, I believe. So I will skip. Okay. Right here.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so J. Who else?
They're one of their friends. I don't know her very well though, but
Okay.
they're friends with her. And then our guy friend.
And do you know?
Okay. I think he just said Hayden. I thought I heard her say Connor. Start to say Connor. I'm going to back this up. Listen again. You can hear the beginning sounds.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so J. Who else?
It sounded like Jenna Connor. I thought it was Claire, but Jenna Connor, I think.
They're one of their friends.
That sounded like Lake. I'm just saying what I hear. You guys might hear something different. So I'm just writing down what I think I hear. I think I hear Connor Lake. Gen 7S, you just turned Gone Girl 420. That's one of my favorite books. It could be Cole. I personally feel like I hear like a short O sound, not a long O sound. Hayden E is a Fiji. He's the one Lakeland talks about. Okay, thank you, Hanky Panky Mom.
I don't know her very well though, but
Okay.
they're friends with her. And then our guy friend.
And do you know?
Our
her.
guy
And then
friend
friends
who?
with- I don't know her very well though, but
Okay.
they're friends with her. And then our guy friend.
And do you know last name?
So she says, and our guy friend, I don't know. It could be Jack. I don't know. I couldn't catch that one. And then the officer here brings up a Hayden and says, do you know his last name? Because he probably got that name from Lakeland.
And then do you have his phone number by any chance?
I don't think I do actually. But I can check.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't have it. Maybe.
Okay. Does he know them too?
Yeah, they're like best friend. Like we're all really good friends with him.
Okay. And then I think there was one other name you said.
Yeah, that's
Okay, same.
So that was probably Zach McClure because that's Jenna's twin. I'm pretty sure about that one. Zach McClure is also there.
Same last name.
Yeah.
And then, do you happen to have his number by any chance?
No, I don't.
Okay, no big deal. Okay, so you're at the. Oh wait, hold on a second. You didn't know who Liz was. You just knew her as.
Like I know her, but I don't like know her. Like I'm not like really good friends with
What's
her.
her last name?
I can actually get it.
See, right there when the officer said it, I thought you could hear it sound like Lake pretty clearly when he said it. Redaction.
And I appreciate you looking all that stuff up.
While there's a redaction, I am going to thank Jen for the membership. Put some peeps in the chat. And I'm going to try these out because I made them shorter. So let's see what happens.
Kitchen wrist twisted like it's stir fry. Put it in the kitchen wrist twisted like it's stir fry.
There's one. Thank you.
This is how we do it.
And there's another thank you. And Sleuther, have you seen this yet? I think you have, but let's just show it.
Go, shorty. It's your birthday.
Thank you, Jen. Jen's always supporting us.
Okay, can you just spell it all out for me again? Her first name is. Okay, so again, sorry, we're gonna interrupt you a bunch and have to backtrack and stuff. So don't get annoyed.
Okay.
So you guys are at the barbecue. About how long you guys spend there at the barbecue? You think?
Quite a while because the game I believe was at 3 or 4. I'd have to like really think and like look back, but I believe it was like 3 or 4.
Okay, so the game
Or,
was.
no, it was. Let me see. Okay, I don't remember. I'm sorry. I don't have like any pictures either.
It's all good. I'm just trying to approximate stuff anyway. Okay, so you think the game started around 3 or do you think later? 5?
I think it was 3 or 4. Yeah.
Okay. Now they went to tailgate. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I think they went only for a.
Okay. Who's they? Who's they? So obviously there is a part that I don't even know if it's redacted. I think they cut it out. He was asking her about this barbecue. She was telling him names. And then he said, how long were you at the barbecue? And then she starts talking about the game. And then all of a sudden he's able to say, they. Who's they? The victims? You talking about the victims? Who are you talking about? I can't stand this. Oh my God.
And then went back to, but I'm not sure because I kind of did my own thing with.
Okay, well, since you don't know what they did, what did you do from there?
I went to the game, and then we were only there till like halftime, and then we left back to.
Okay, so who did you go to the game with?
I went with, and.
All right, hold on, one name at a time. Sorry.
Okay, no, it's okay.
What was the first one?
Allie?
No, that's okay.
Do you have his phone number?
I do actually. Let me grab it.
I'm sure if we listen to this on a slower speed, we'd be able to catch things. What's the suggestion? It's easier to follow if you're looking at the report while you're listening. Okay, I have it right here. Thank you. I should have thought of that.
Okay.
Okay, so then who?
And I don't have his phone number. Yeah. And then I was also with. Yeah.
And then do you have a phone number there?
I don't know.
Okay. How do you know those guys? Just school stuff or what?
Yeah, they're just freshmen, and then this is like my. So I hang out with them a lot.
What's it?
It's just like kind of like you like mentor them, and they like look up to you, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like okay, like a mentor program. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, mentor program. So she's talking about her little and hanky panky mom put in the chat way up. I gotta find it. Jaden. Oh my gosh, I didn't write down. Jaden D something is Yesi's little. I know it's in here. I missed it. That's okay. Oh, right there. Dorfler. Jaden Dorfler, a female, is her little.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So you go to the game. You're there till about halftime.
Yeah, and then we leave and go back to, and we're there till about like 8:30 because one of my at an out of house. So we went back to so I could change, and then we all went there together.
Excuse me.
No, you're right.
I'm probably gonna have one more. Hold on a second.
I'm wondering if the barbecue. I'm wondering if the barbecue was at the Delta Zeta house. I don't know. Because it's they went to blank or blank for a barbecue around 1 p.m. And then she says they went to the Vandal game at 3 or 4. Then they went back to a super short. They went back to Zeta. And they were there. And I don't know. It's super short. Whatever they're calling this place. It's a super short nickname because I'm looking at the report, and they were there till around 8:30. So then at around 8:30, no, I don't know. So she goes to blank to change. So you're going to be going to where you live. You're going to be going to where you live to change. So wherever she lives also has a short little. I wonder if Yesi lived in the, I don't know where she lived. Anybody know where she lived? Did she live in the sorority house? I don't know.
Wow. Okay. Okay. At the game till about halftime, you leave.
That's what I think. Hanky Panky Mom. She lived at the DZ house. Okay. And I think she's saying DZ. That's what I think too.
Leave. And then you go back. So you went back to
For like a few hours till about 8:30.
okay.
Oh my gosh, the fire. Who brought up the fire? And I thought I was hearing her say something about a bonfire in here. Yeah, Bubbly had a whole video about that bonfire, you guys, a long time ago. That was an old one of her videos.
Till about okay. And then were you with Tyler and still at
I was with so I was with
Uh-oh.
still okay.
Wait.
And then were you with
This sounds like Fiji. Listen, does it sound like Fiji?
Tyler and still at
Yep, he just named some Fijis. When did the bonfire happen? I think it was that night, the night of the murders. I don't know, Bubbly. It was a long time ago. I just remember Bubbly showing like, I don't know if it was from the dumpster camera, Linda Lane or something. I can't remember.
I was with so I was with but stayed at and another one of our good friends.
I'm backing this up. She's
were you
saying
with Tyler and still at
I was with
I heard a Tyler. So I heard a Tyler. Is the barbecue at Fiji? We're trying to find this birthday boy. Was the birthday boy is the barbecue separate than the birthday party? I don't know. Fiji.
So
I was with Austin, something that starts with aw.
still at
I was with so I was with but stayed at and another one of our good friends came with us to so I could change.
Oh my God, I don't know. Is the party at Tyler Yelk's house? Oh my God. G-Bean, you crack me up. It could be. We rule nothing out. We'll figure out these names, I think, one way or another. I know this needs slowed down for me, but I'm not going to do it right now.
okay. So when you left, that's when you said stay there.
Yeah, did it, and then came with me to
Okay.
But this is new. So there was something going on at the Fiji house. Okay. Apparently, that's what I think.
Left to with, and then you said, what's last name?
Wait a minute. Is she talking about Austin Agadis? The chicken boy? Chicken boy that cut his hand. Is he a Fiji? It's Austin Agadis. I don't think I have it written down on my master list. That would be we're going to be able to make so many more connections now. There was a girl named Tyler Clark who was a Delta Zeta. Ooh, good to know. Good to yeah, because she's probably Yesi here is probably going to the Fiji party, barbecue, whatever. I don't know. With her friends. And so you're saying Tyler Clark. Tyler Clark would be a girl, a female. Okay. It is redacted right here.
Do you have his phone number?
I don't know.
Okay. So you went to the change and then go to a how does she spell it? Like, do you have her phone number?
I don't know.
Okay.
But it was like it was like not that's not her house. It's like our older members who live out of house. If that makes sense.
Do you know what that address is?
Not like the exact address, but I know that it's on yeah, it's on.
I don't know why it put Joseph. I don't think that's accurate. It's probably
Not like the exact address, but I know that it's on yeah, it's on.
that sounded totally clipped. That sounded totally clipped, like inserted. I'm going to be looking up if there's a Joseph like Avenue or something. Okay.
Okay. So it's out of house?
Yeah, it's a out of house. They like room with yeah, it's a out of house.
So it's out of house?
Yeah, it's a out of house. They like room with
She said something pie out of house. She said something pie out of house. I got to do this. I'm sorry. Nope. 75.
room with it's a out of house. They like room with it's a out of house. Yeah, it's a out of house. They like room with
Is there a Delta Pi? Oh, Beta Pi. She didn't say all three names.
So it's out of house?
yeah, it's a out of house. They like room with
I heard Delta. I don't know.
yeah.
Okay. All right. So how long were you at the birthday party, you think?
Also, I think she was talking about a female sorority outhouse. An out of house that's a sorority. That's what I'm thinking. I could be wrong. Just my thoughts.
I left with
Okay, where'd we get to a birthday party? Where in this conversation did we get to a birthday party?
Okay. All right. So how long were you at the birthday party, you think?
I left with at around 11/11:30. And we went to,
So you left around 11:30, is that what you said?
yeah, I would say around 11:30.
And you went to, what was it again? Okay. And then from, tell me what happened.
I met up with, and we went into,
So now
like apartment, like Kai, like the way their house is, they have like apartments, like apartment, like apartment.
Okay, so Yesi is saying she went to Sigma Chi around 11:30 p.m. and met up with Bethany. So we would have to look back at Bethany's statements. Does that match up with the times?
Like Kai, like the way their house is, they have like
Oh, Chi is Sigma Chi. So we can't tell. So she met up with Bethany at someone's apartment. And she's talking about the way Sigma Chi is set up.
apartments.
Okay.
And then I saw Xana and Ethan there. We were just hanging out, talking for quite a while, and then me and went to the lodge, which is their like party room with them. Like Ethan and Xana, we went with them into there, and we kind of just like danced and did whatever. And then me and left at 1:30ish, or no, yeah, like 1:30, and we went to one of my really good friends, her out of house, like she lives in a house on.
Okay. So once she gets to Sigma Chi, she says I don't know what she says she does first, but then she says, I see Xana and Ethan, and I'm with them for quite a while. And I think they're in somebody's apartment, right? They're in somebody's apartment and they're hanging out. Then she says they all go to the lodge to sing and dance. The lodge is in Sigma Chi, and it's a big room where they throw parties. And so this is the first time that someone has put Ethan and Xana in that big lodge room before the party's over. A lot of people, most people don't mention them outside of one of the apartments. Yesi is saying that Xana and Ethan are singing and dancing in the lodge. And so let me tell you what we've heard from other interviews. One of the Sigma Chi interviews, I can't remember who it was, said that Ethan was he was not supposed to be at Sigma Chi at all. Like he really wasn't supposed to be there at all. And in fact, that Sigma Chi brother said Ethan would ask me to leave a window open for him. So Ethan would go through a window and make his way to somebody's, bedroom apartment inside of there, and no one would see him. He'd be able to be in there and no one would see them. So my understanding is probably that's what they did that night, or that's what they would do. Him and Xana, she would probably be with him. They would stay like out of, they don't want to be out in the big group to be seen. I'm just speculating. These are my thoughts. So for him to be out in the lodge singing and did that piss somebody off? Was somebody like, oh my God, you're not even supposed to be here? Was that Kyle Fry's interview? Yeah, I remember somebody said it. Thank you. She didn't say how long, but I mean, long enough to be like hanging out, singing and dancing.
Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Really good friends. 1:30 at 1:30ish. Left and just like danced and did whatever. And then me and left at 1:30ish. Or no, yeah, like 1:30. And we went to one of my really good friends, her out of house. Like she lives in a house on Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
Is that?
Yeah.
So is that?
Yeah.
So is
That sounds, are they talking about Kennedy? Yesi went to all the places that night, Sleuther. She is a social butterfly. She was party hopping.
a female or a male?
She's a female.
Okay.
So okay, I believe this is a new place that she is going. I don't think she's returning to any of the places that she was earlier in the day. So she's going, in my opinion, I think she's going to Kennedy's. So she's going to Kennedy's house. And she's going there at 1:30 in the morning. Is Bethany supposed to be with her at 1:30? Or maybe she changed it to 12:30. Even if she changed it to 12:30. Because first she said 1:30 and then she said, oh, and then she changed it and they didn't let us hear it. Okay.
She's a. That's that. You need to know that at all. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll make a note of that.
So now I believe Kennedy is a Delta Gamma. Delta Gamma. If anybody's keeping track out there, these frats and sororities are just intermingling. I don't think it matters what fraternity or sorority you're in, as long as you are in a fraternity or sorority. They are all game to be hanging out, dating, bigs, littles, like they're all intermingling in the Greek life, it looks like to me. Thanks, hanky panky mom.
Okay. So you guys get there around, you're thinking 1:30ish?
Yeah, like 1:30, and then it was like.
Oh, so she's sticking with 1:30. She is doubling down on 1:30. That's a little different because I think that's a little different.
Literally there for like 10 minutes, and
Okay.
she was like really, and then
Around, you're thinking 1:30ish?
yeah, like 1:30, and then it was like literally there for like 10 minutes, and
Okay.
she was like really tired.
Okay, so this does track with Bethany's. I think you can pretty clearly hear her say Bethany there. Bethany only went there for 10 minutes and then she went home. So I think this is lining up with Bethany's statement. So Bethany's only there for about 10 minutes, and then, which is, if the address 427 Taylor Avenue is correct for Kennedy, she walked all the way down the road and then all the way back 10 minutes later. I don't know.
And not feeling it, so she went home, and she walked by herself.
So she walked from the Taylor
House
Okay.
to her apartment.
the Taylor
House
Okay.
to her
the Taylor
house
Okay.
to her apartment.
What is she saying? The what house?
Herself.
So she walked from the Taylor
House
Okay.
to her apartment.
Okay.
Man.
And then could you describe the state? Like, was she sober?
Oh yeah, she's pretty sober. We were all.
Yeah, it could be just a name. It was definitely not Treehouse one, Can Leanne. Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's, until I can prove otherwise, it's 427 Taylor Avenue. I did a whole episode on that.
Like, we kind of just like mentioned how like none of us could get like drunk that night. Like, we just weren't really feeling it.
Okay.
Kind of, yeah.
And let me preface real quick. So just so you're aware, Cody and I, we are not out to get anybody, and we are not out to like dig.
Okay, all of a sudden this changed to Dylan. Did they say Dylan was already there? Like, when does Dylan get there? Oh yeah, she walked from
The Taylor
House
Okay.
to her apartment.
Okay.
Kennedy's
And then
apartment.
could you describe the state? Like, was she sober?
When did we talk about Dylan getting to this apartment? Did Bethany tell the police she wasn't, or she was drinking? Yeah, I remember hearing one of her interviews. Yeah, she was talking about all the, I don't know if they were White Claws or the other kind. Yeah. Yeah. Bethany said she had the mimosas, like 2 mimosas, and then a 12 pack of White Claws or something throughout the day.
Oh yeah, she's pretty sober. We were all like, we kind of just like mentioned how like none of us could get like drunk that night. Like, we just weren't.
Or is she talking about Bethany here? She's talking about Bethany? Is that your point, William Tardy? Maybe she's talking about Bethany here.
Really feeling it.
Okay.
Kind of, yeah.
And let me preface real quick. So just so you're aware, Cody and I, we are not out to get anybody, and we are not out to like dig dirt and punish for honesty. Honestly, if you're underage drinking, we do not care at all.
Okay.
We are not worried about any of that. That is very insignificant.
Or drug use, stuff like that.
We don't care. All we're trying to do is find out exactly what.
Oh, that is true. The one that fits. Hello to you. Welcome. So glad you're here. Yeah, that could be true. 10:35 was Lake's first picture at Kennedy's. 10:35. Okay. And so supposedly she would be with Dylan, probably.
Happened in that timeline. So
Okay.
do not feel that I understand, we're the cops and you probably don't want to share a ton of stuff, and that's fine. But what we're trying to do is so much bigger than MIP or a drug charge or anything like that.
Right.
Our plans are to not, criminalize honesty at this point. Okay. So please feel free to tell us exactly. So, and I'm not saying you're lying. I'm just saying, don't feel like you have to cover for people. Some of the stuff we're already going to know. Just be as brutally honest as you can. Okay.
Okay.
So, again, how was 8?
She wasn't she might have been like tipsy, but she wasn't like bad at.
What did he just say?
So again, how was 8?
She wasn't she might have been like tipsy, but she wasn't like bad at all. Or
okay, so not stumbling, not slurring, not.
Oh no.
Couldn't take care of herself. Walking home was a bad idea. Anything like that.
Yeah, no, she was completely fine.
Okay, and how was your mental state? Were you?
I was very, very sober until I got to, and that's like before she had or after she had left is when I started drinking.
Okay, yeah, no problem. All right.
I'm not sure, but I think she was talking about Bethany. Bethany leaves. Bethany's only there for 10 minutes. They were talking about Bethany. So they were talking about Bethany, them getting there. Bethany only stayed there for about 10 minutes. That would make sense that Yesi, then they start playing a drinking game, right? I don't think she's talking about Dylan there. I think she was talking about Bethany. Okay.
Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, I just want to make sure. So she's pretty sober, walks home, and then what?
I stayed at till about 3:30. And then
3:30. Yikes. We now have 3 Sigma Chi boys out and about at like 3:30 in the morning. Now we've got Yesi and her crew up till 3:30 in the morning. Oh boy. Hey, Deborah Ackland. Good to see you. All right, I'm gonna let this play for a little bit.
Real quick, who all was there with you at?
Okay, so it was me, his friend, one of our really good.
All right, hold. Oh, wait a minute. All right, I lied. I'm not gonna let it play. We're gonna get these names, so I'm just gonna slow it a little bit, like right there. Now, I thought the first name she said was Allie, but then the officer then said he. So I don't know. Is it a guy that she first says? Whoops. All right, let's try to catch these names.
Is me, his friend.
Who is she saying there? Who all was with you there at Kennedy's?
Okay, so it was me, his friend.
I can't make that out. What is she saying? Adam? I can't tell if it starts with an, like, I definitely hear like hat, like I think I hear an H. I'm not sure.
Okay, so it was me, his friend, one of our really good friends. They were all there already, and like.
What?
All right. First take, I can't make out the first name. And then he says his friend. And I think she says Showalter. I don't know. And then maybe Pete. This is what I'm just trying to pick up. I'm probably way off. Let's hear this again. Let me know what you guys think. That kind of sounds like Hunter. To me, that sounded like Hunter. But I'm just using names that I know. So it could be anything. I don't know. I don't know that first name.
His friend.
And then his friend.
And
it started with shh. His friend, shh. His friend, shh. Who's that? Who's that? I think it's Showalter. I don't know.
One of our really good friends. They were all there already, and like.
What's last name? Do you have her phone number?
I do, yeah. But she was very, very drunk.
That's okay.
I don't think she will remember anything. Oh, yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so Jim was there.
Okay, let me do this for you guys because it gets complicated here. So I have the interview transcript. So on or the written report. So this says that she got to Sigma Chi like, let's see. Yeah, 11:30. Around 11:30, she gets to the Sigma Chi house. She hangs out with Xana and Ethan. Okay, they're in the lodge, which they redacted. Why would they redact that? Why don't they want us to know that Ethan and Xana were in the lodge dancing and singing? Why is that redacted? That's not personal, private information. You guys, right here, this big long, sorry, I'm not using my document camera. There's like a big long sentence. And now that we've listened to her, I know that's what it says. Cole Berenberg was a baseball player, basketball player. Oh, no, I'll look that up. I will look that up. Okay, so after they hung out for a couple hours at the Sigma Chi house, she ran into somebody at around 12 or 12:30, and whoever she ran into told her she couldn't get drunk and made a statement to the effect of she wasn't feeling it. Okay, so maybe that's Dylan. So she runs into Dylan at 12 or 12:30 at the Sigma Chi house. I'm not feeling it. Unless people are just speculating that's what it is. It didn't sound like Dylan in the interview, but someone told her she wanted to go to the blank blank house. But Yesi wasn't ready to leave yet. So I think that's Bethany. Bethany wanted to leave. I think it's Bethany's the one that wasn't drunk. Yesi left the Sigma Chi house and went, what? That makes no sense. Yesi left the blank house and went to the blank lodge and hung out for a while. Blank and blank left around 1:15 or 1:30 and went to Kennedy's house. And then someone else did not go with Yesi to Kennedy's house. So Bethany did go and Dylan did not go. That's what it looks like to me on the report. This is report number 67. Report number 67. Yesi said, she says all the people she was at Kennedy's house with. Okay. And it looks like, I don't know. I can't even see commas. I don't know how many people. Yesi said that Bethany only stayed for approximately 10 minutes and walked home. Yesi left. I think this is the part where we're at now. Left Kennedy's house at 3:30 in the morning with 2 people. So Yesi is saying she left Kennedy's house with 2 people. Now remember, Kennedy said a bunch of people left together, like 4 or 5 people, 4, 5, 6 people left together. So something's going on there. Something's going on there. So Yesi is saying she left with 2 people and she went, I'm assuming, because it says she went to blank to drop blank off. So they walked either to an address or to a sorority. I think it's probably a sorority house. After they dropped that person off, oh, wait, no, there's 3 of them. So it's Yesi and 2 other people. 3 of them left Kennedy's house. So Yesi and the 2 people walk either to a house or to a sorority, and one of them goes inside, and then Yesi and the other person go to probably DZ or DG, one of their sorority houses, to eat. So they go to a sorority house, I think, to eat. After they ate, they go to another house. Yesi is partying, Jack. This is like 4 in the morning. 4 in the morning. 4 in the morning. So they go to a final house that we don't know what it is. And these 2 people, after blank ate, blank and blank went to blank house, blank, and stayed the night. So Yesi and someone else. What if it's a guy in a fraternity? So what if it's Yesi, a guy from a fraternity, and either the third person could be a male or a female? I'm thinking it's a female. So Yesi ends the night with possibly a guy. They go to her sorority to eat, and then they go to his house and stay the night, his fraternity and stay the night. I don't know. They went to someone's house and stayed the night. And then it gets to the next morning. So just giving you the information from the report, and now we're going to listen to her, and hopefully the interview will add more, okay? And I'm going to let it play for a few minutes straight.
One of my really good friends was there.
And how do you spell that?
Oh my gosh, senor, that makes so much sense, right? Who else is eating at like 3:30 in the morning? I forget when Chicken Boy said he cut. We're gonna have to take all this information now and go back to our old information and weave it in and make sense of this. Did they go to the Fiji house or whatever fraternity he was in? I kind of think he was in. I think he was in Jack DeCour's fraternity, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Do you have his phone number?
I don't know.
Okay. So I'm assuming you, anybody else?
Yeah.
Yep, love Tina.
Which
Yep.
is like let me look.
He did.
I don't have his phone number.
What's his phone number?
I don't have his phone number.
Okay. Any other names?
But he's a really good friend. He's been like a family friend of ours for a really long time. But anyways.
But you don't have his number?
I don't know.
That's the first time I've heard a cop like catch on to something. She's like, he's been a close family friend of ours for a long time. And the cop's like, and you don't have his phone number? Oh my God.
Okay. Any other names sticking out to you that were there?
I don't think so, no.
Okay.
Oh wait, yes. Her roommate showed up. Because closes their like parties usually on the weekends at a specific time. So she showed up. I can get like a timestamp of when I think she got there, but her name's. I don't have a phone number, and she also lives there, so it's. Yeah.
And then
So I think she showed up around like 2:30. Yeah.
okay, got it.
And then they also have a roommate, but I don't know her very well.
Was she there?
No, I didn't see her. I never see her when I'm there.
Okay, just kind of keeps to herself.
I think she's with her boyfriend a lot.
Got it. Okay. Okay, now that we know who you're there with, kind of describe. Already walked home, now pick up where you left off.
Okay, so we just kind of played drinking games, and then, we're all just chilling. It wasn't like a party, it was like more like a kickback.
Sure.
And then at around 3:30, me and Jim, walked home, but, Jim was gonna spend the night. And then she ended up not. She just said like she just didn't want to, which is kind of that's very much like she'll say like, oh yeah, like I'll spend the night, or yeah, let's hang out, and then she's always just like, oh, I don't really want to. So that's just like very her. There's anything like weird or anything.
Sure.
So
you guys walked home.
What was that?
You guys walked home.
Yeah, so we dropped her off, me and Al dropped her off at 5. And like the way the like set up, just like lives like down the alley from me, so it's a very like easy like 30-second walk from my house to hers.
Let me ask you this. When you guys walked home, did you have to walk by the house?
No, we walk, I don't know what road it is, but it's like kind of where, I don't even know what road it's on, but
that's okay. I was just wanting to see the direction you guys are walking. Okay, so you never walked by the house when you left.
Okay, so Yesi is with Jenna. Yesi is with Jenna because I believe it's in Jenna's report. She says she was going to stay the night at 1122, but decided not to. I'm pretty sure it was Jenna. If it's not Jenna, let me see if it was Aiden. No, Aiden McKenty was with. There were a couple people talking about staying the night at that house that night, you guys. Fan, keep this in mind, okay? There was a girl at the corner club with Kaylee and Maddie. I think it was that Aiden McKenty. I'm not sure about that one, but someone at the corner club said they were going to stay the night at 1122, and they decided not to. Now we have Yesi walking home, and I'm like really pretty sure that it's Jenna she's talking about. And I'm going to look all this up on Google Maps later. She just said that Jenna's outhouse is right around the corner. So now I've been wondering where Jenna lived forever. So I think we're finally finding out where Jenna lives. And it must be close to the Delta Zeta house. And it must be an alley. And am I right, you guys? I'm really pretty sure that Jenna said she was going to stay at the house and decided not to. But Yesi's saying that's normal. That's normal for her. Yep, senor. Thank you. So that's 2. I mean, Yesi is trying to say that's normal for Jenna. Like she would do that all the time. But Aiden McKenty, who is a female, she said, weird feeling. I don't want to go back to that house. All right. I have this on 0.75. Do you guys want me to speed it up to normal, or I feel like I'm catching more at this speed? What do you guys think? Or you don't care? You don't care.
No.
Okay. Other than not walking by the house, is there anything that during your guys' walk home that stuck out to you as odd?
No. And I was also, so I wasn't very aware of my surroundings that much.
Sure, I got you. Okay, but nothing that like you guys talked about, like, man, that was weird, or I think that person's following us, or that's out of place. Nothing like that.
No.
Okay. All right. So you guys walk home. What time do you think you guys got home, actually?
I want to say it's close to 3:30.
Okay, and this is after you drop off.
So Jenna McClure was out till 3:30 in the morning. That was the other thing I wanted to say. Jenna is a Pi Beta Phi, just like Bethany, Dylan, Maddie, Xana. And so that's where Yesi is saying that, I don't know, is she saying they stayed there or she dropped her off there? Whatever. But it was 3:30 in the morning. Thank you for reminding me that, hanky panky mom.
Right.
Oh yeah. So then me and Alex went to DZ, and we like chilled out there for maybe like.
I think she's with Allie Benson. Is she with Allie Benson? It sounded like she said Allie. I don't know. She said a name.
30 to 45 minutes.
Okay.
And then we went back. Sorry, I'm on the phone, Kurt.
Okay. So you drop off. You and I stay together.
Yeah. So went home. We went to D, and then we went back to and just went to bed.
Okay.
She slept at the Fiji house? Is that what you guys are hearing? So here's what I think. I think Yesi was at Kennedy's house, and then Allie came home, or maybe it's the other way around. Maybe she was with Allie and Kennedy came home. I think she's with Allie. I think she's saying Allie. Allie lived with Kennedy. Yes, I know that. It's Allie, Kennedy, and a third roommate that I don't know who it is. And Yesi said that third roommate is never around because she's always with her boyfriend. That's what I've picked up. Hi, Michelle Turner. Good to see you. Hi, Michelle. F22. Hello, hello. So from what I'm hearing, it's Yesi, Allie, and Jenna McClure walking home from 427 Taylor Avenue, and they go to Pi Beta Phi, and they drop Jenna off. Then they go to the DZ house, either DZ or DG, and eat. And then they go, I think she said Fiji, the Fiji house, and go to sleep. I could be wrong about that one, but that's where Chicken Boy is. That's where Chicken Boy is. Are they dating guys in that fraternity? I don't know.
But you live.
I'll back that part
Went
up.
home. Yeah, so went home, went to D, and then we went back to and just went to bed.
Okay. But you live at D, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
So she lives at Delta Zeta, but she stayed at something that starts with a fee. It could be Phi Delta Theta. I don't think she didn't say 3 words. She said 2 syllables, in my opinion.
Okay, now, so we've got through that night, right? Did you guys do anything Sunday morning? I know it's already Sunday morning technically, but what we would consider, the next morning, right? After waking up.
Yeah. So I woke up.
What time?
I went home. Oh, I probably woke up around 11. No. Yeah, maybe like. Maybe close to 10:30 is usually when we wake up. And then I went back to DZ to shower, and then me and like my really good friend Fiji, we went to and like with his, we went back to, and then we were there for about like 20 minutes, and then we got the text message that there was a homicide on King Street, and then it was like, you might want to like make sure like the ones that you know from King Street are okay. And I was like, oh, okay. So I called, she doesn't answer. I called, she doesn't answer, and then like 2 seconds later calls me back, and then kind of tells me what happened.
So
and
it was Jim who told you?
Yes.
Okay. Not you called, she didn't answer, and then Jim is the one who actually called you back and told you what had happened.
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember what she told you exactly?
She had just said, I couldn't really understand her because I started freaking out, and she was really, really scared. But it was like lines against, saw a guy in a ski mask, killed Ethan, and then that's all I heard. And so then she was like, we're going to the police station, and I said, do you want me to come get you? Do you want me to take you there? Like, what do you need? And she was like, no, it's okay, someone's taking us. And then we hung up, and then it's also, so I went straight to his room, and he was with him, and he goes, I should check on, which is, they're really good friends. I would consider like a close friend, but not like my like really, really, really good friend. And then she's really upset and says, and we asked her, like, do you want us to come over? And she said, yeah. So, and drove to her apartment, and she lives in that. And I stayed there for about 5 minutes, and then I took a truck and was there with them all night until they, like, and a few of them got to go to the hotel after the police station.
Okay. What hotel was that again? Okay. Now, were they just wanting to just stay there and only be around like certain friends or anything like that? Or how did that how did you get invited to hang out with them, or how did that go down?
So we were all at me, her roommate, and then eventually one of their good friends and her boyfriend came.
Okay.
But we were just like texting, all trying to get like make sure she was okay, and that we just really wanted to see her. And so then once they left the police station, they like was just like, you guys can come to the hotel. So we all just went as like a group of us.
So it was a group of you guys. Okay.
Yeah, it was. Well, actually, it was only had left because he was like really upset and just wanted to be by himself. I want to say he left like before 5 p.m.
Okay.
And then me and drove to the hotel to meet up with them.
Okay. Around what time do you think that was when you got to the hotel?
I want to. I couldn't tell you exactly, but I do. I did get picked up at around 9:30. So, and I feel like I was there for like a while, so like maybe 7,
Okay.
6.
Who picked you up?
So my really good close friends. Do you want their last names?
Yes, please.
Okay, so, and I do have her phone number if you need it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, first name's.
How
And
does
then-
she spell?
And then her phone number. And then I was also with I can't which is her phone number. Are you ready?
Yep. Okay, and these are the people who picked you up to go over there?
No, they picked me up from the to go.
Oh, gotcha. This is on the way home. Or on the way back.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so they picked me up from.
Hold on one second. Make a note. Okay, and how did you, I don't think I wrote it down when you said it. How did you get there? Who picked you up?
I drove in his car, so we just took his car.
You wrote from there. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that's how you got back. So you said you were there for probably a couple hours, you think? Maybe from 7 to around 9, something like that. So tell us about just that whole experience while you were there. Start from the beginning.
Okay, so right when we got there, they were checking in, so we were able to like see him right from the get go.
Okay.
They're all like very.
So if you're having a hard time following along, I believe that Yesi said Jenna was the one who notified her in the morning. So that would make sense if Jenna finds out from Bethany, and then obviously Jenna and Yesi are super close. And it's interesting that Yesi is saying she got to the hotel as soon as the witnesses, I call them the first responders, were checking into the hotel. So it would have been Dylan, Bethany, Hunter, Emily, Lyndon, Josie, Maisie, Hunter Chapin. That whole group would have been checking into the hotel. And she's going to say, I don't know if she already said it, that the police gave them 6 rooms. Okay.
Sad, obviously. They started crying more when they saw us. Then we went to the room, and they're with I don't know her last name, and her boyfriend, and then was also there.
Do you know Hunter's last name?
I know, like, I don't know them, but I always see them around, and they're always with the, like, I always saw them around, and they're really nice and stuff.
Okay.
So we're all in one room.
I think she was talking about Hunter and Emily.
They were just kind of discussing, like, okay, we need to tell this person, they don't know yet, and we need to tell this person, and they're just trying to figure out what they were going to do with, like, rides tomorrow, because they obviously all wanted to go home.
Okay.
So and went to another room because the police had, like, let them have, like,
Sorry, guys. Someone asked me to look up a document, so I'm trying to find that. So I'm missing the chat. Hi, Kiss Me. Good to see you. You said look in Kaylee's vanity drawer. Ooh, I'm gonna jot that down. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pull that up today, but hi, Delco, Alana. Welcome, love birdie. Glad you're here. I hope you will subscribe if you haven't. I'd love to have you back. Bubbly, I was talking about you earlier. The Bubbly, do you remember your video with the bonfire? If you have the link to that video, if you can send me the link, I just want to watch it again. I know that it's an old one. I know you did that a long time ago. Who did they put up in the hotel? I believe it, like the people I just said, I believe. Hi, Love and Other Habits.
room just in case, like, family needed to stay with them or whatever. And then I was in the room with me and
Okay.
for pretty much the whole night.
The whole night. The whole night. Pretty much. And remember, she's a close friend of Bethany, correct? So she's there with Bethany, I believe. All right, 57.
And then was just pretty much on her phone the whole time. Didn't really talk too much either. We didn't want to, like, ask them any questions. Obviously, we just wanted to be there for them. But there are times where kind of mentioned some things that she experienced, or which was that she saw a guy with a ski mask when she was in the house the night that it happened. She mentioned that he made eye contact with her and, like, didn't, like, seem to care about her. Like, he just, like, it didn't faze her that they were, like, making eye contact. She also mentioned that she was kind of like, she didn't know if that had actually happened or if she was just, like, out of it. Like, she just didn't know, which was kind of strange to me, just because when we were at, I had seen that, obviously, and she had also said that she just wasn't really feeling like getting drunk, or it was really hard for her too, and she just, like, wasn't really feeling it, and she really wanted to leave and go to with us, but she didn't end up going with us, and I don't know where she went.
Okay. Hello, Janet Wallace. No worries. Okay. What is she talking about right here? Who left what? Oh, Dylan. She's talking about Dylan.
That had actually happened, or if she was just, like, out of it. Like,
she was behind a glass wall, you guys. She was behind a glass wall. She had blurry vision. She didn't know anything.
She just didn't know, which was kind of strange to me, just because when we were at, I had seen that, obviously, and she had also said that she just wasn't really feeling like getting drunk, or it was really hard for her too, and she just, like, wasn't really feeling it, and she really wanted to leave and go to with us, but she did end up going with us, and I don't know where she went. If I don't know where she went at all, because she wasn't.
So Yesi is saying Dylan never went to Kennedy's. Is this no. Bethany, I believe, said Dylan was never at Kennedy's, didn't she? So Yesi and Bethany's stories are not matching Dylan's. Is that why Bethany has exculpatory evidence? I don't know if it would be exculpatory evidence, but it's contradictory right now. It's contradictory evidence.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's good. And then,
do you know why she didn't go with you? Like, is there?
I don't. I kind of I didn't ignore her, but I was just like, oh yeah, we can go in a little bit. But she was very ready to go. She just did not want to be at Sky, so I think she kind of just ended up going home or something. I don't know.
Let me ask you this: when you guys actually left, was she still there, or had she already left? Because she was ready to leave, right? Based on what you're saying.
Yeah. I didn't see her. I didn't see her after. We kind of were just we'll go in just a little bit, maybe stay a little longer, and then I just didn't see her.
Okay, so when you guys left, it wasn't like you saw her and you left and she was still there. You guys just didn't see her anymore and you guys went.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Okay.
Because Yesi said she stayed at Kennedy's for 2 more hours. Could be. But why is Dylan trying to put herself at Kennedy's house? And why is Lakeland corroborating that? So Dylan's with Lakeland and they have one story. Yesi's with Bethany and Jenna, and they have another story. Both stories can't be true. Both stories can't be true. This is a long redaction. Let me skip. And who are they talking about during this long redaction, do you think? Who do you think they're talking about?
Was she hanging out by herself?
Oh, here we go. Was she hanging out?
Was she talking to people? Was she hanging out by herself?
Was she talking to people? Who are they talking about? Was she hanging out by herself? No, she was with Gideon. Remember Gideon? Gideon wrote on her arm. I haven't heard Yesi say the name Gideon, I don't believe. She's saying Dylan wanted to leave Sigma Chi before Yesi and Bethany were ready to leave. I thought she was talking about Bethany being ready because she said Bethany only stayed at Kennedy's for 10 minutes. And then Bethany walked home. That's how I'm taking it.
No, she was in apartment for a while, and then we went to and she was in there with us, and she was just Ethan was talking to us, and
okay, she is talking about Sigma Chi right now. Hold on, hanky panky mom. You know me. I'll correct it. But she is talking about Sigma Chi right now. She was in there with us, Dylan, and she was just like Ethan was talking to us.
It was just very chill and relaxing.
Okay, so I guess what I'm getting at was she participating in people's conversations and things, and she was just kind of bored and wanted to leave, or was she kind of absent even though she was there?
She was on her phone, and her and I would talk. That's when we had our conversation. Yeah, we're just not really feeling it tonight.
Okay, so just uninterested. Seems like she was there, but I don't really want to do this. Kind of bored.
Yeah, she really wanted to go to, but then that didn't end up happening.
Okay. All right.
She really wanted to go to Kennedy's, and then that didn't end up happening. So Yesi is contradicting that Dylan being at Kennedy's.
Right. So other than, so obviously you were hanging out with them in the hotel room trying to console.
Yeah, now let's jump right back to the hotel room because William Tardy, we do not want to ask questions like that. We do not want to ask crime time investigative questions like, what on earth was Ethan talking about? Were him and Xana always together? Did you see Xana leave? Because whose report was it? I thought, yeah, hold on. Hold up. Wait a minute. So now this is according to the timeline in the book. So the timeline in the book says that Bethany is it Bethany? No, Bethany's timeline says that Bethany walks home from Allie's at 1 o'clock. Allie's, Kennedy's, same thing. But I know that Xana supposedly went to Kennedy's house at night. So it must be on Xana's timeline. It must be on, I don't know who puts her there. Let me see. Okay, Jack D, Dylan, where's Xana in Ethan's time? Here it is. Okay. Let me just look because I'm trying to make connections here. Oh, you guys. So, yes, listen to this. Yesi is saying Dylan never went to Allie's house or Kennedy's house. Dylan never went there. She wanted to, but she never went. Dylan says, I saw Xana at Allie's house. What is going on? What is going on? And then we've got all these phone records. Dylan says, I see Xana at Allie's house, and she took a picture of her with a White Claw. Remember? And we have phone records. If we ever see them, there should be a phone record that Xana called Ethan at 12:16 at night. Dylan said she saw Xana at Allie's at 12:04. Xana called Ethan. He didn't answer at 12:16. Bethany says, I see Xana at 12:17 in Pete's apartment. Who is telling the truth? Who is telling the truth? You don't have to have the times correct. You can be off by an hour or so. You're drunk, you're out. All I know is it's the middle of the night, right? 1 a.m, 2 a.m. I don't know. But you should know if someone's actually at a house or not. Were they there or were they not there? Like, come on. This is crazy. Yeah, who do you believe? Do you believe Dylan? Do you believe Bethany? Do you believe Yesi? Do you believe Lakeland? Because they're all telling different stories. Probably throw Jenna in there too. This is crazy. Oh my gosh. Okay. Sorry about that interruption.
Your friends and do the right thing and be there for them, and you'd made a trip to get them food. Once you guys and them especially, like in some of the other core group, once they checked in, did they go anywhere after that, or were they there at the hotel for the rest of the night that you know of?
They were, they were there, but from what she was like talking about through the whole day, and when we were at the hotel, she was like, "Hey, Zach, do you want to go with me?" And he was like, "Yeah." but then I had left around 9:30, so I don't know, like, whatever happened with, if, like, they ended up getting him, if he got a ride or anything like that, so.
Okay. So you were there till around 9:30, something like that. Anything else that anybody talked about it at all? What they'd heard, any other stories from, like, anything like that?
Yeah, they had mentioned that Kaylee was very, like, uncomfortable because she felt like she had, like, a stalker. They told me a story that one time that she was at Winco and she saw a guy, like, following her, and that when she went to her car, and her car was, like, parked, like, pretty down far, like, in the rows or whatever.
Okay.
And that when she, like, got in her car, the guy was, like, right there. Like, I don't know, like, how right there, but they mentioned that, like, she just, like, saw him, like, very close to her car.
Was she by herself?
But
Was Kaylee by herself when that happened?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. And then ever since she, like, moved in, she always mentioned how, like, she felt very scared there. Like, she felt like someone was watching them. Like, she just, like, did not like the environment there because she felt very unsafe. And there was one time where she made a comment, like, if anyone, like, came to our house and, like, tried shooting us, like, I'd be the first one to go because of where her room is. So she never, like, really, like, felt safe there.
And she would mention that often?
No, she just, like, mentioned it, like, once. She was just like, yeah, like, if anyone ever tried coming in here, like, I'd be the first one to go.
Okay. Who brought up the stalking thing? Who was it who said that?
I want to say it was, and then they all kind of were just like, yeah, like, I feel like it was the only one talking, like,
Okay.
that when we were up.
Let me ask
And, like, sometimes would, like, chime in a little bit, but it was very, like, yes or no, like, yeah.
Okay, let me ask you this. How well did you know, like, Kaylee and Madison and Ethan?
I didn't know Kaylee, like, at all. I only ever saw her at their house.
Okay.
I knew Maddie just because she introduced me, like, the first like, tailgate our freshman year. She's really, like, like everyone said, she was really sweet, very, like, welcoming. I would never, like, have, like, long conversations with her, but I was closest to Xana just because Xana's a very, like, outgoing, like, loves giving hugs when she sees people that she likes seeing, and she'd always, like, hug me and, like, get really excited when I come over. And then Ethan, I didn't really get close to him until he started dating Xana. And, like, that night that we were at, that's when, like, him and I, like, that's when, like, I actually had, like, a full-on, like, conversation with him. So
How long had they been dating? Do you know?
since last year during, like, the spring, I want to say.
Okay. Does like Dan or are they currently dating anybody, or were they at that time? Or?
Yeah.
But did you know if, like, Kaylee or Madison had boyfriends or anything like that?
Yeah, Maddie did have a boyfriend. His name's John.
Do you know his last name? Okay, and then did you know if Kaylee had a boyfriend or anything? Or
I kind of liked it. They always said like, yeah, like Kaylee has a boyfriend, but I never like would hear about him.
Okay. All right. And you never really hung out or talked to Kaylee unless you were at their house?
Yeah, like even then I would rarely see her there.
Okay. How often do you think you'd been in that house? Like, is it some place you'd been often because you knew, and stuff, or were you never really there that much? Like, how often would you say you were there?
I go pretty often, like twice every week or so.
Okay. So
Yeah,
I would call that often. Yeah. Often enough, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like call or whatever to get inside? They'd unlock the door. Like, how were the doors unlocked? Like, how was a typical, if you just were going to go over there and hang out, how would that kind of go down?
I would always call Jennifer to come get me before I even got to the door, just because I didn't want to walk upstairs by myself with everyone there.
Gotcha.
Or they just always just open it for me. I know that from what I experienced, they were picky about the door code. Not even at it, or they barely gave it to her. So I don't even know if even really has it. I just remember that was a conversation at one point.
Gotcha.
A while ago.
Gotcha. So they were trying to do the right thing and keep their house as secure as they could.
Yeah, they never were just you can just open it yourself. Was
there, and again, this is not to get anybody in trouble or anything like that. When you were there, was it just a big party house, or was it just kind of occasionally? Was it a well-known party house? Kind of describe how that place was.
I would say they definitely had people over a lot. Boyfriend is in a very well-known fraternity, so they would have people over quite a bit.
Okay.
But it was never every single day there was a party. It was they had their close friends over on the weekdays, and then on weekends they would have something here.
Sorry. That makes sense. Chill, hang out, during the week, and big parties on the weekend. You guys are asking really good questions in the chat. Hi, placeholder 63832. Hello. Happy to see you. You guys were asking. Let's see. Yeah, this one. One can Leanne. Why would Kaylee move from the Whites to that creepy house, right? Everybody even the girls who lived there the year before, if you listen to Kaylee McConkey's interview and Sophia Whitehead's interview, the house was weird. There was they had a fear of strangers coming into the house. Why not do something about that? Secure the doors. I mean, over multiple years, that's crazy. What's the reason for that? Think about that. What's the reason for that? Why aren't you going to your landlord and expressing that? Why are you signing a lease and volunteering to move into this house with those kinds of concerns? Especially knowing Kaylee was described as a vocal, outgoing person, right? And Xana, probably all of them, not going to take it kind of people, right? Why didn't Kaylee move into the spare room then if she thought she was vulnerable? She was probably oh my God, this room is huge and it has a balcony and I love that. And I can let Murphy out there. Or do I want, weighing those options? I could see that. Oh my gosh. And I'm just going to tell you guys, we are sorting something out right now behind the scenes. I have put in a records request for, I think it's the supervising teacher of something to do with that. It could be a professor. It could be a teacher's assistant. It could be something like that. that was supervising Kaylee. There is a Idaho State Police report about it. And so they said they have it. I paid a deposit. I'm waiting for the full amount that I have to pay and find out when I will get it. But there's something curious about that. So we're like looking into it. Like, it seems like Yesi talks about maybe a professor or something in this. So we're like, is that a connection or not a connection? I don't know, but we'll keep you posted as we sort that out. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not, so you can get notified. Make sure your settings are set to all on your notifications. If you click notifications or click the subscribe button, even if you already are subscribed, and make sure that when you look, it'll be a drop down menu. And sometimes it sets to personalized. You don't want that. You want to click the one that says all. So then whenever I post a community post or a new video or something like that, you'll get notified. All right. My public service announcement is over.
There, like every other weekend.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Of the times that you've been over there, I would assume you've gone over for some parties, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Of the parties that you've been to where it's not just like the close friends, but like where there's, people over there, were there ever any like, issues, altercations, fights, things getting broken, stuff like that you can remember? People
no.
getting kicked out, like, hey, don't come back here?
No.
Okay. So even though it was a party, it was pretty respectful, so to speak.
Yeah. Like, there would be times where, like, obviously, like, I'm sure you're aware, like, some fraternities don't like each other. So there'd be times where there'd be a majority of, like, and, like, if they saw someone, like, oh, this guy's not very, like, they would kind of, like, they'd make it well known, but they would never kick anyone out. And everyone would still, like, hang out with each other and vibe. It was just, like, they would talk about it. Like, oh, do you see the guy who's here or whatever?
Okay. Was there a party there that Saturday night?
No, but on Friday they had their Pi formal, and so everyone went over to their house. Like, quite a bit of people went over to do like a pregame before we went to the formal.
Oh, okay, I got you. So not that Saturday night, but the Friday night they had some people over.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anything else about the place in general that you can tell us that maybe sticks out? Or I'm not necessarily talking about Saturday. I just mean things that happen or go on there.
I don't know.
Or things
Yeah,
that you've heard them talk about.
Other than that, like, they just felt like someone was like constantly watching them,
Now, they all felt that way?
or just like would mention that a lot.
Do you know why she would say that? Like, did she ever tell you
like
about, or like give you an example?
Yeah, she just felt like weird. Like, it was kind of like a feeling for her. And like where their living room area was, they had like no like what's it called? Like a curtain where like the front door is, like where you can like see from outside to the living room.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I felt that way. I was always kind of like weirded out that we could like see, like I could see people before I would even go in.
Oh, you mean like no blinds or something like that?
Yeah, like it was very like open, I guess.
Okay, I got you. Okay. Anything? Let's go back to the hotel stuff. Before you left, was there any other stuff that was talked about, or anything brought up about that night, or about the person that saw? Any description of what she saw? Anything like that?
She just mentioned that she saw a guy with a ski mask on, like a black ski mask.
Okay.
She mentioned that was the one that saw Xana in the room.
Okay.
And then, yeah.
Okay, so she didn't talk about when she woke up that morning after, or anything like that?
I remember read a message out loud from, like, after we all got the homicide text message. kind of like texted, like, hey, like, are you alive? Like, totally like not thinking this could be my own friends. And she was just like, yeah, but Santa, Ethan, Maddie, and Kaylee aren't. So that was the only thing that I could.
Okay, but that was from that earlier that day.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Okay. Anything else in your opinion that sticks out to you from that night, from the hotel, from their house, anything? I don't care how small you think it is. Anything else that sticks out to you that you think we should know?
Mm-hmm. I mean, like during the party, Ethan and Jana had like, so it's called the lodge, and then if you go up some stairs, you can like oversee everyone.
Okay.
And at one point, like went up there by themselves and just kind of like was watching everyone dance and hang out. So maybe, I don't know, someone could have maybe gone mad that they, I don't know, did that or whatever. They were very in love and like just loved hanging out and doing their own like thing.
Okay.
So,
All right. And as far as you can tell, I know you said you really only met Ethan that night, but he seemed in a good mood, pretty jovial, having a good time.
yeah, anytime I'd go over, he was always there, and he was always very like would love to talk to everyone and like starting conversations. So
Okay.
he was always.
And Xana was in a good mood that night, having fun.
Oh yeah, she was.
No drama, I guess is what I'm getting at. You didn't see anybody have any drama or anything like that.
No.
Okay. All right. What's that?
I got a couple things.
Yeah, fire away, dude.
Hey, this is Cody again.
Okay.
Hey, I just got a couple more questions for you.
Okay.
So some of these questions are going to kind of be, there's really no other way to ask them than bluntly. But I kind of wanted to like, just kind of go back and remind you, like, we don't care about underage drinking or drug use or any of that kind of stuff. And so as far as drug use goes, I know it's a college town. There's a lot of drugs. Do you know anybody or that use drugs just for partying, whether it be party drugs or marijuana or anything else like that?
Yeah, I do actually. There would be a few times where would mention that like and because everyone would kind of go to Xana's room and she'd always just mention like, yeah, they're like doing cocaine, and it was like always just like, oh, okay, like
Okay.
I don't know if specifically like she would use it or Ethan would use it or anyone, but I know like they would go to her room and she was always in there and Ethan would be in there, but there'd be like a few of them. And I know that girlfriend she does cocaine as well, so.
Okay. And so was it like, you mentioned it was like Xana's room. So was Xana maybe the one that would usually have it, or?
I don't know.
Okay.
Just the way like, it'd be like, oh yeah, like don't go in there. They're kind of like, they're doing cocaine. It always just sounded like it was like Xana's and a group of them doing it or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have any idea where they would be getting it from?
No idea. I don't do it. I don't care for it. I don't like look into it or anything.
Yeah, for sure. What about anything other than, and so do you know if, I know you said you didn't really know Kaylee very well. Do you know if she used cocaine or any drugs on occasion?
No, she didn't really, yeah. And it's just like my personal opinion, she doesn't look like she would.
Okay, what about Madison?
I think she maybe would try it, but.
Okay. So, boom, right there. Yesi calling out the drug usage in that house. No hesitation, right? People in Xana's room know what they're doing. Leave them alone. They're doing that in there. I just want to remind you that Caleb Jacobson, if you go back to his interview, he said him and some of his friends hung out one night in Maddie's bedroom. Like we were in Maddie's bedroom one night for a little bit, and he said just hanging out. And we pointed out at the time how odd that was, because we've seen Maddie's bedroom. It is tiny, and it is filled to capacity with a bed, end table, vanity table to sit at, and piles of clothes. Like, she doesn't even have enough space to store her things. But they went in there to just hang out. So just keep that in mind, according to what Yesi just said.
She's very like, Maddie was a very like clean girl aesthetic, like very like likes to work out and take care of herself, and like loved everything very organized. So I don't see her doing it at all.
Okay. And then Xana and Ethan obviously, would party a little bit with that.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear anything? Did ever say anything else besides cocaine, like any other types
I
of drugs?
agree with you.
No.
Okay. And then what about? Do you know if she?
I don't know. That I know of. She's never mentioned it or anything.
Okay. 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 And then also on top of that, and this is just kind of a, when you put a lot of girls in a house, we all went to college. Like, I had lots of roommates and all that kind of stuff. And was there like, do you know like what the, like, oh, this person was the dirty one and this person was the super clean one that was always cleaning up the messes, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because there's always, it's almost impossible not to have some sort of like little tensions and pet peeves about each other when you live together like that. You know what I mean?
No. Yeah, I know that Xana was always very like, okay, like who didn't do their chore? Like, she was very like, let's keep our house clean. Like, do your stuff, guys. Like, she was always like that.
Okay.
But I never mentioned like them like, oh my gosh, like I had the worst day ever. Like my roommates took it. Like, it was never like that. I think they all got along very, very well.
Okay, so no major rifts or issues between
like
them.
there was no no drama at all. It was always just like, could you chore? If you're gonna leave your leftovers, like don't let them get moldy, like that kind of stuff. But
yeah, okay. And then the other one too is, or the other question is around relationships. And I know that sometimes people can.
Okay. I am wondering, because I think she's going to talk about Xana's ex. And let me know if you think she's talking about Mason Bangman, you guys. We did, if you haven't seen the live shows that I did covering Mason Bangman, there's been a couple. We did just him, his interview, and the arrest. Or wait, did he have an interview? And no, I don't think so. And Mason Barstow. But this is Mason Bangman, I think. We'll see.
Cheat on other people, or they can have side pieces or things like that. You know what I mean? Do you know anything like that? Do you know if any of the girls?
So to not be allowed to student teach, because that's the way she said it, like, I'm unable to student teach. When you do student teaching, that's the last thing you do in college. You take all your courses and then you student teach. You might student teach and still have one class to take at the same time. Like, that's fair. I cannot think of a academic reason of why you wouldn't be able to student teach. I mean, because if you were failing up until that point, you would be failed out of college. You know what I mean? I don't think it's academics. To me, they're not going to let you into a public school. When I had to student teach, I had to get a TB shot. They have to do a background check. Like, they're putting you in there like a teacher. Like, you have to do all the things that a public school teacher would do. I don't know if I had to get drug tested because I'm already retired and that was 34 years ago. But drug testing, background testing, and then part of that background test could be arrests or things like that. The other thing would be like something a teacher might get in trouble for is an ethics violation. So maybe it wasn't an arrest, but maybe it was an issue that you get caught up with that, like for instance, if a teacher posted something on Facebook that was like a photo of themselves in a bikini holding a beer or like shotgunning a beer or something, their school district would probably call them in and write them up about that or something like that. That's like an ethical like violation, and it just depends where you're at, like what the consequences and stuff are. And I don't know if they would let you continue forward if you're already acting like that. I'm not saying that Kaylee did any of those things. I'm just explaining. To me personally, I think it would be something with like the background check or the drug test. That's what I think.
Had side pieces, or like if they had booty calls that they could call every once in a while, or were you ever really involved in any kind of like did you have that type of knowledge about? I mean, maybe
That's good,
because it sounds
Brian.
like you were pretty good friends with her, but
Yeah,
you mentioned she didn't have a boyfriend though, right?
Yeah. So there was never like drama with boys or like boyfriends. Xana and Ethan had a very good relationship. So did Maddie and her boyfriend. I never, like I said, I wasn't close with Keely, but they never mentioned like, oh my gosh, Keely and her boyfriend got a really big fight. They never said anything like that.
They're talking like the college kids, G Bean. They're talking like the college kids. Absolutely, itty bitty poof. That's why I didn't start my YouTube channel till after I retired with doing it like this.
Okay, so nothing like crazy drama, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, no, never.
they're hard questions to ask and they're hard questions to answer, especially, you know, after something like that. Because
Yeah.
nobody wants to talk bad, or nobody wants to talk about the dirty side of things. You know what I mean? But in order to get an entire picture of everything going on, those kind of questions have to be asked, and they, you know, that as hard as they are, they got to be answered. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, makes sense. But no, I would never say like anything bad. The only thing that is like odd was that there was a guy who was like really, really, really liked Xana for a very long time, and she had maybe she probably thought about dating him at one point. But then she got with Ethan. His name's
Thank you.
He's a kind of like, I think he's gotten quite a bit of trouble with his house. So I'm not really sure if he's really is or not. But from what I know, he's always been nice to me. But he did really, really like Xana.
Okay.
That's the only thing like that I can think of. And Maddie was, she obviously had her boyfriend. Anything like that.
Okay,
He's been nice to me.
who's she talking about here?
His name's. She probably thought about dating him at one point. But then she got with Ethan. His name's.
Okay, is this Mason Bangman? Can't even really hear the beginning of the name, but let me slow it down a little bit. Slow it down a little bit. Because we have a lot of photos with Xana and Mason Bangman together. That doesn't mean they were dating, but it does mean it looks like they went to a lot of formals together. They hung out together a lot. Yesi is saying, whoever this person is, that maybe Xana thought about dating him, but didn't. That's what she's saying.
He's a kind of like, I think he's gotten quite a bit of trouble with his house. He's, but then she probably thought about dating, and she had maybe, but she probably for a very really, really, really liked Xana for a very long time, and she had maybe, but she probably thought about dating him at one point. But then she got with Ethan. His name's. He's a kind of like, I think he's gotten quite a bit of trouble with his house.
Okay, so To me, there's no way to tell what that name is. I can't hear a at the beginning, but what she is saying is that there is a fraternity guy that really, really, really liked Xana, and Xana must have thought about dating him, but then she got with Ethan. So imagine that if you and I'm just total speculation here. If this is Mason Bangman, he was a Delt. Okay. We are looking for the Delt that got kicked out. Remember, that's what, yes, G Bean, we are looking. Who is the Delta Tau Delta that got kicked out? There is a report. I need to write this down. Let me make a note to myself or I will forget. In the report, they say, I think they say it's one of Xana's exes. It's one of Xana's exes, and he's the biggest supplier of blank at the university. Mason Bangman, we don't hear anything about him. Like, none of the Delts mention him. Nobody mentions him in any of these interviews that I can tell. But he is a member of Delta Tau Delta. Like, he's on their Instagram page. Like, you can see him during 2022. He's a member. We also have an arrest video of him for drugs. Drugs were caught on him in 2025, 2024, something like that. All right, Xana and just interesting.
So I'm not really sure if he's really is or not, but from what I know, he's always been nice to me, but he did really, really like Xana.
Okay.
That's the only thing like that I can think of. And Maddie was she obviously had her boyfriend. I think she might have at times come off really flirty, like when she's drunk, but she never like cheated on her boyfriend or anything.
Okay.
That's not what someone else said. That's not what someone else said. There was a kiss on a trip with Maddie and Connor.
And you mentioned has a boyfriend, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you know anything about their relationship or anything like that?
No.
Okay, but she didn't have anybody that was like super interested in her or anything like that during that you know of, at least.
Yeah, no.
Okay, cool. Well, hey, I know this was like over an hour now that we've been talking, so I really appreciate your time that you've given us and all the answers that all the stuff and the tough answers and drug use and sex and all that kind of stuff. I know that's tough, but I guess the only other question I really have is like,
Bubbly, how do you know Connor got kicked out? If anybody knows of any Delta Tau Delta that got kicked out and you can show me how you know that he got kicked out, like, please email that to me. I have been on the hunt for that.
like, do you have any idea like who could have done this and why?
I haven't like thought about that because like thinking that it could be like someone that I know like is really scary. But I don't know anyone in my life that would have the heart to do that. But people can be crazy, obviously. So,
Okay.
But I really don't. There was this time where I emailed my.
Emailed who? Emailed who?
tip, which I don't know if you.
Oh,
So
Yesi sent in a tip, you guys. Yesi sent in a tip.
I said that in the tip, which I don't know if you guys need to know that again or whatever. But
What was his? I don't know if I read that part in here.
yeah,
Is it in here?
I can So his name's
Probably Jack
It's in here.
Showalter.
Sorry, I must have missed it there for a second.
Probably Jack
Okay.
Showalter.
So why did let's kind of talk about that for a quick second. I know you probably want to get off the phone at this point, but why did that creep you out a little bit, like to the point that you had to mention it in the tip?
just because I had mentioned in the email that that I was going home because somewhere my good friends were involved and whatever, and he was just like, don't feel bad at all, don't stress about it. I also live on King Street, so I'm shaken up about it. So I don't know. I just to me him mentioning that he lived on King Street, he could have seen something, he could have heard something, he could have potentially see them when they're in the living room or whatever. So it just kind of, I should probably tell someone just in case he might have seen something. Or
So that was after Saturday that he mentioned that?
he mentioned it in an email I sent him on, I want to say Sunday night.
So afterwards?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you have his number because he's probably got to get a hold of him, or is that no?
No, I have his student email, what I email him on.
Wait, who is she talking about right here? Who is she talking about right here? Hold on. She called in a tip. Wait a minute. Let me look at this. Oh, it doesn't say it. Where's Yesi's? Does it say on here that she called in a tip? No, that's the wrong one. Where's Yesi's? Oh, wait, right here. Does it say she called in a tip? Oh my God. Okay, this is the report. Let me make sure you guys can hear me. Okay, this is what the written report says. When asked if she could think of anybody who would want to do this, Yesi told detectives about her physics lab. Blank. Unknown phone number. Said when she emailed him about missing class, he mentioned to her living on King Street. And Yesi thought maybe he would have seen or heard something. Yesi described him as red-eyed, always tired and stressed out, but was a good super short box. Is that a TA? Super short box. TA? I don't know. Physics lab. Uh-oh. Someone who lived on King Street. We just heard her say it. This is interesting. That's interesting.
So I said that in the tip, which I don't know if you guys need to know that again or whatever, but
What was his? I don't know if I read that part in here.
yeah.
Is it in here?
I can so his name's
It's in here. Sorry, I must have missed it there for a second. Yeah. Okay.
So why did let's
You guys think Jack Showalter has a teaching position at the university? I don't know.
let's kind of talk about that for a quick second. I know you probably want to get off the phone at this point, but why did that creep you out a little bit, to the point that you had to mention it in the tip?
just because I had mentioned in the email that that I was going home because somewhere my good friends were involved and whatever, and he was just like, don't feel bad at all, don't stress about it. I also live on King Street, so I'm shaken up about it. So I don't know. I just to me like him mentioning that he lived on King Street. He could have like seen something. He could have heard something. He could have potentially like see them when they're in the living room or whatever. So it just kind of, I should probably tell someone just in case he might have seen something. Or
So that was after Saturday that he had mentioned that?
he mentioned it in an email I sent him on, I want to say Sunday night.
So afterwards?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you have his number because he's a and he's probably got to get a hold of him, or is that no?
No, I have his like student email, like what I email him on. If you want to know that.
Yeah, I'll take his email.
Yeah, and just like in class, he always seemed very like tired. Like his eyes were always really red, and he would like his hair was like never like done. It was like messy.
Kinda
Like he just like he'd always be like stressed out in our classes. But that was like from not just like recently.
Like he just woke up or something?
Yeah, like he just seemed very like just like really out in our classes. But he was a good teacher. So.
Okay. Real quick, did you ever hear anything about a break-in or a home invasion at house?
No.
Okay.
did not.
Never heard anything about that. Okay.
No.
Okay. Well, hey, again, we want to thank you for your time. I can't thank you enough for being willing to talk to us. We're obviously trying to work everything we possibly can. If you think of anything in the future, you can always call this number or text it. It doesn't matter. It's a work cell phone. So if you think of something or if you hear something, and just assume that we don't know it. Okay. Don't be like, oh, well, they probably know that already. We'd rather you call in and us be like, yes, we do know that. Thank you. And then you not. So,
Okay.
and did you have any questions from us? We probably won't be able to tell you too much stuff, but.
I don't think I have questions. I think I trust you guys that you're getting it done.
Hey, do you? I forgot. I had one more question for you. Do you know anybody else that would have like a very intimate knowledge on just like all the different personal relationships and how close, like Kaylee and Madison and kind of all those questions that I was asking you at the end. Like, you have to obviously be very good friends with people to kind of have that kind of information and have that knowledge. Is there anybody that you can think of that you'd be like, maybe you should give this person a call. They might know some more about that type of very inner private circle.
Yeah. I do know my friend who picked me up from the hotel. She saw like Maddie and Kaylee at the bars, and she had mentioned that like they kind of like caught up on life a little bit because they both lived in and she just mentioned she saw them, they caught up a little bit, and it was just like really nice, like little like talk. So that could be something if you guys need that.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
you gave us her number, right? That was the.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
okay. So it'd probably be worth maybe giving her a call and just and having a chat with her.
Yeah. Maybe just say like she just said that she had like a long conversation, like quite a long conversation with them, so she might have been able to like catch anything.
Okay. That night at the. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Thank you very, very much again.
Okay. Woo, that was a long one. That was a long one. If you are just joining, hello. And I apologize, Accomplished Day. I should have had this on the screen the whole entire time. I talked about her at the beginning. She's the one that received the records request for this interview. I've had it posted on my community post since last night when I found out. Connor also has it posted on his community post. I just pinned Accomplished Day's YouTube channel to the video. So please, right now, before we leave, everybody who's in here, click that link on your way out when we say goodbye and go subscribe to Accomplished Day. She is all over this case, making timelines and charts and just lots of resources for us. Make sure you subscribe to her channel. What else did I want to tell you? Make sure that you tune in. I hope you'll tune in with me tomorrow night. Let's get our community going on over here. Tomorrow night, 6 p.m., the verdict room. And my husband, Carlos, is going to be the special guest. So we're going to have a conversation with a person who just thinks that they got the right guy. So it's going to be an interesting conversation. I cannot wait to hear Carlos interact with, he knows like a lot of the evidence and everything like that. It'll just be interesting to hear a conversation with other people's perspectives besides my own. So I'm very, very, very much looking forward to that. He does not get funky. There will be no name calling. Everybody on the panel and Carlos, we all know each other. So we're very excited for it. That's tomorrow night. And I will be back on Monday after that. So this interview has a lot in it. It has a lot in it. Good job, Yesi. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to have to go back and listen to this like quite a few more times. I took notes. I'm going to take more notes. And if you go back and listen to it on your own, report number 67, look at Idaho State Police report number 67. Whoever recommended that to me in the chat, either Hanky Panky Mom or Deborah Acklin, one of you. Sorry if I got the wrong person. Excellent idea. Looking at the report while you are watching and or listening, actually, just listening. So yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I think it's looking like we will do the watch party. We're going to have a Netflix documentary series watch party July 29th, next Wednesday, I believe, July 29th. It's looking like we will do it early evening. We got to wait for Jen to get off work. No one wants to be getting up at 2:00 in the morning to watch it. So early evening, it's going to be in Discord. So make sure you join our Discord. That's the only place we can stream it. So we'll let you know. We'll let you know officially on Monday. Okay, you guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend. Don't forget about tomorrow, verdict room. And yep, I'm sure Dago's going to be going live. So True Crime Cafe with Dago. Make sure you guys head on over there and please send positive love, light, energy, and safety prayers for my daughter tonight, who's going out on the dirt track, racetrack for the first time. So that's what I'll be doing tonight. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everybody.
Thanks for watching. Hope you felt the spark. Please hit that like before it gets dark. Subscribe. It's free and keeps us going strong. You're part of the crew now, right where you belong. Join us next time. Same truth, same fire. We bring the heat and never tire. We're typically unique and proud to be a husband and wife in podcast harmony. Unique, yeah, that's you and me. Don't forget to like and hit subscribe, it's free. Come back again, we'll be right here with truth and laughs and zero fear. We don't always agree, but that's the show. One love, two minds, letting it flow. We dig deep with crack jokes, we call it like we see. If that's your vibe, you belong here with me. We don't always agree, but that's the show. One love, two minds, letting it flow. We dig deep with crack jokes, we call it like we see. If that's your vibe, you belong here with me. We don't always agree, but you felt the spark. Please hit that like before it gets dark. We dig deep with crack jokes, we call it like we see. If that's your vibe, you belong here with me. Thanks for watching, hope you felt the spark. Please hit that like before it gets dark. Please hit that like before it gets dark. It's free, it keeps us going strong. You're part of the crew, now right where you belong. Join us next time, same truth, same fire. We bring the heat and never tire. We're typically unique and proud to be a husband and wife and proud to be a husband and a wife in podcast harmony. Yeah, that's you and me, that's you and me. Don't forget to like, hit subscribe, it's free. Come back again, we'll be right here with truth and laughs and zero fear.